Hey YouTube, I'm Mike the Rambling He Witch. Today I'm going to talk to you all about the 5 main tools of Wiccan ritual. I'm going to tell you how to consecrate them, what they do, what they represent, and also what to use if you don't have these tools directly on hand. So first you got the Pentacle, which is aligned with the element of earth. Pentacle is basically any flat dish or disc with the symbol of the pentagram inscribed onto it. Pentagram, which was actually designed by the Greek philosopher Pythagoras, the guy who invented the Pythagorean theorem. He designed this to represent each of the 4 elements, earth, air, fire, and water, and its union with the 5th element, which is spirit, as in the human spirit. It basically symbolizes the human soul's connection with nature. Since it's aligned with earth, the pentacle is considered a tool of the goddess. It's used as kind of a little platform that you put objects on top of in order to bless them. It's also kind of a focus of energy on the altar. The next tool on the altar is the magic wand, which was inherited from ceremonial magic traditions. This tool is aligned with the element of air, sometimes fire in other traditions, and as such, it is a tool of the god. On the altar, the wand is used to direct personal energy and also to receive energy from the god. You can kind of think of it like an antenna. You're using it to send messages out to the universe in the form of spells, and you also use it to receive messages in the form of energy from the gods. So the next tool on the altar is the Athame, which is a double-sided ritual knife. It's aligned with the element of fire, sometimes air in other traditions, and as such, it's a tool of the god. The Athame is for ceremonial purposes only. It is never used to physically cut anything, and is certainly not used as a weapon. Athames are usually intentionally made dull and not sharp, because it is believed that if an Athame ever drew blood, it would desecrate it and take away all of its power. Not everybody can use an Athame depending on their living arrangements, or if they're even comfortable using an Athame. I certainly wasn't when I first started out. So in place of a ritual knife, I used a ritual staff, which is something that I learned from one of my favorite authors, Ellen Dugan. Whether you use an Athame or a staff, they're both considered to be phallic symbols and signs of masculinity. So the next tools on my altar are the Chalice and the Cauldron, which are both aligned with the element of water. Sometimes they're used interchangeably to represent the goddess and the womb and the force of creation. The chalice is mostly used to hold ritual beverages during ceremony. The cauldron is mostly used for burning offerings, like herbs or messages for the gods. The last tool I'm going to show you is the Besom, which is a witch's broom. Besoms are used to physically sweep away negative energy out of spaces. I associate them with the element of air because of the myth of witches being able to fly on brooms. This here is my mini Besom, which I will use on my altar, but I also have a full-size broom, which I will use for larger ritual spaces. So keep in mind, these tools aren't must-haves. They're highly recommended as training wheels to help you get you started in magic and ritual. They also complement formal or group rituals very well. But at the end of the day, if they're not calling to you, you don't need to include them in your practice. Now, if these tools are calling to you and you're not really sure where you can get them, I'm going to recommend you guys do your research. Shop small. Right now, small businesses really need our support, especially our pagan businesses. I'm very fortunate enough to live in the Hudson Valley of New York, where there is an abundance of pagan and Wiccan stores and companies. I got my chalice and my besom from the Lightclub Curiosity Shop in Sugarloaf, New York, which is owned by my friend and mentor Melissa and her husband Catello, who's another great friend. My Athame I got from the Awareness Shop in New Paltz, New York. It really called out to me. It was elegant yet simple. It didn't have the horn god symbol on it initially, but I got myself a wood burning tool and kind of etched it in there so it could complement my chalice with the triple goddess symbol on it. Find out about stores in your area, call them, reach out to them, see if they can send you any of these products by mail order. If for some reason they can't, or you're just tight on money right now, there are plenty of items around your house and around your properties that will do just as well as any of these tools. Don't have a pentacle? You can draw a pentagram on a paper plate. Don't have a wand? Here's a stick I found in the woods. Don't have an Athame? A butter knife from the kitchen works pretty darn well. Don't have a chalice or a cauldron? How about that special mug that you like so much? I know you have a special mug. Every witch out there really likes their tea and has a special mug. Except I wouldn't actually burn offerings in a mug, guys. Your special mug will overheat and break. Speaking from personal experience, don't break your special mug. Don't have a cute little altar broom? Use a broom that's been sitting in your kitchen pantry. Even if you don't have any of these things, you still have you. You can use your finger to replace your wand or your Athame. You can use your hand to replace your pentacle, or cup your hands to replace your chalice. Like I said before, you are your most powerful tool in Wicca and magic. All those solutions will be just as powerful, if not more. Now, once you have your tools, you're going to want to consecrate them so that they are blessed and imbued with your power. It's recommended to do this on a full moon, but really you can do it whenever works for you. It's really simple, and I'm going to show you how to do it right now. So tool consecrations are very easy. You just need a little bit of each of the 4 elements. In this case, I'm using salt for earth, incense for air, a candle for fire, and my little holy water spray for water. And then you're going to want, of course, the tool that you're trying to consecrate. So first you take the earth. By the power of the earth, may I use this tool with strength. You're going to use the air. By the power of air, may I use this tool with wisdom. I'm going to wave it over the fire. By the power of fire, may I use this tool with great will. I'm going to take the water. By the power of water, may I use this tool with compassion. Next, you're going to put your hand over the tool and put your energy into it. You're going to say, Lord and Lady, bright and divine, bless this tool and make it mine. And that's it. You have your very own consecrated tool. You can be sure to do this with all the tools that I've mentioned in this video. And like I said, it's best to do this spell on a Sabbath or during the full moon, but really you can do it at any time that works for you. And that's about it. Thank you folks so much for watching my video. If you liked it, be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. If you have any questions or any topics you'd like to learn about in the future, be sure to drop them in the comment section below. Thanks again, and blessed be.